What's going on, everybody? You read the title, you saw the thumbnail, and you clicked on the video. Wasn't it a few months ago that I made a video on gear acquisition syndrome and the death of it? Well, friends, yeah, I take that back. I am a hypocrite. Because if you haven't heard the news already, Olympus OM just released a new camera, the Olympus OM3. Now, I'm not a sucker for new cameras, gadgets, but this camera in particular made me excited in the pants. First of all, the teaser that they rolled out a month ago, the way they sexualized and kept the camera hidden from us, sent chills down my spine. And having a good chunk of my street photography journey with Olympus cameras, I couldn't help but get suckered in. I mean, there's rarely ever a trailer or a teaser or an ad hits me in the feels, you know? And I gotta say, Olympus did just that, so I gotta give them some kudos. Now, just my brief history with Olympus cameras. I started off with the Olympus M5 Mark II, and then I did a little bit. I borrowed the Olympus Pen F 2017, and let me tell you, if you ever associate sexy with a camera, the Olympus Pen F is it. And then right before COVID and going into COVID, I had the Olympus OM1 Mark II. That was a very good camera. I sold that because I bought into the hype of the Ricoh GR3 Street Edition camera. And as I'm reflecting back on all this, yeah, I am a bit of a camera whore. But we all are. I just happen to admit it. Before the Fujifilm craze in the street photography world, Olympus was that girl. People back then like Eric Kim brought a lot of attention to it. For me personally, at that time, I was just looking for a nice compact camera. I wasn't sold on the Ricoh at that time, so I rolled the dice and I picked up myself a secondhand Olympus M5 Mark II. And let me say this, for a compact street photography everyday use camera, the Olympus cameras have the best color rendition of the other brands that I've used. And unfortunately, Olympus sold off. Fujifilm, Ricoh picked up a lot of the market share until last year when they released the OM1 Mark II. So it looks like Olympus OM is making a comeback, and I'm just getting nostalgia feels right now. A lot of my best photos, best memories were using Olympus cameras for street photography. Micro Four Thirds, compact yet powerful. Oh man, those were the good old days. So in this video, I don't have the camera with me, but I'm gonna be reviewing it, all the specs, consolidate the information through various blogs, talk it out to y'all, and maybe you guys can help me decide if I should get this camera or not. Because if you don't remember, I sold my Ricoh GR3 last summer, and ever since I've been using my Sony a7S III, which is my primary video camera, video work, and I must say it's not very inspiring for street photography. I know the camera doesn't matter, but the Sony of all cameras for street photography, it just, I don't know, it just not inspiring. And for me, one of the best things I look for in a camera for street photography is, does it fit well in your hands? Does it ergonomically do well for you? Can it fit in your pocket? Is it discreet? All the jazz about megapixels, etc, etc. That doesn't really concern me for street photography. Oh man, I don't know what to expect when I look up these blogs, websites, specifications. The lust, temptation, and anxiety is hitting me right now. Okay, let's stop being dramatic and let's just dive straight into it. Now I'm going to review everything on my nice iPad, whatever number this is, but all the damn kids broke my iPad right here. I mean, at first glance, the body of the Olympus OM3 is just Alright, let's see. It is weather sealed, dust proof, freeze proof, and according to source Micro Four Third blog, it survived the snow at minus 25 degrees Celsius in Finland. Most cameras, if not all, are weatherproof these days, so that's kind of standard. And minus 25 degrees, that's not going to really apply to me being in Hawaii. I mean, we're never going to see, well, maybe I should never say never, but most likely never say those numbers. Built, like I mentioned earlier, it's just a sexy camera. I mean, if you want to just buy it and just have it as a trophy decoration, yeah, I support that. Okay, apparently we are back to the good old Olympus days where the body is full metal build quality. Metal dials, okay. Now we're talking. Not too heavy, it's over an ounce or so. You kind of expect that being a micro four thirds camera. Not a large sensor, not a large guts inside the camera. The OM3 has a single SD slot card, unlike the two high-speed slots of the OM1 Mark II. Okay, I mean, I can live with that. I don't need two SD card slot for street photography. I mean, I barely press the shutter button when I'm out shooting. And just a disclaimer, I'm not going to review the video components or specifications for this video because I'm not buying this camera, or I never buy a camera for street photography and worry about the video capabilities, you know? Okay, I read on various blogs it has great battery charge, close to 2 hours, which is awesome. And that's kind of, again, that's the benefits of having a smaller camera, smaller unit. It just uses less power. So it says about 590 shots per charge. Given my rate of pressing the shutter button, one battery could last me an entire week on a single charge. Now this is based on the usage of the LCD screen, so I guess just turn off the LCD screen and use less power. Problem solved. You know what I just noticed? I'm surprised they don't offer a full black body, a full black version. The Pen F, they had the silver and the black option. I think sooner or later, depending how popular the sales goes for this, they probably will release one that's black. Which one would I prefer? I probably like the silver more. Olympus usually has both versions for all their lineup, usually. So we'll see. All right, that's pretty much it for the build. Metal dials, over an ounce, so very light. One card slot, good battery charge. And then let's see what the price is. I'm expecting something like 1500. That's reasonable. So let's see. What? Really? Is this the standard price for cameras these days? $1999. Holy sh! $2,000 for a micro four third body. Oh my gosh, I was expecting 1500. That was kind of on the steep end for me, but now 2000. I'm going over budget by 500 if I do decide. Oh man, this is gonna make my decision hard. Okay, I wish I read that last. I don't know, maybe I should just stop the video now, because the more I let that price tag linger in my mind, I'm leaning towards a no. But anyways, let's just keep going. Okay, so apparently the reason why the price tag is the same is because it has the same sensor as the OM1 Mark II, which was just released last year. So there's no update to the sensor. I guess that makes sense since it's just 1 year apart, but different body. I see a lot of people on forums and Reddit complaining about that they should have updated the body or made the price a little bit cheaper, like 1800 or so. I don't know, different body, same gut. And since it's the same sensor, is 20 megapixels. I was anticipating 24 just because the last one, the Pen F, was 20 megapixels. So I was expecting an increase in pixels, but more pixels, more problem. I'm not stressing about this at all. I can live with it. I mean, so far so good. I mean, the price tag is hard to swallow at the moment, but let's just keep going on. And I want to mention to you guys watching, don't be underwhelmed by micro four thirds, full frame. I've seen good shit out of micro four thirds, video and photos. I mean, just think about it. It's big specs and a tiny camera. Yes, Olympus is popular among wildlife photographers. In fact, I just bumped into Pro Camera Hawaii owner the other day, and he said people that are inquiring for this camera alone, or just Olympus in general, are mostly wildlife shooters. And Olympus always had that niche for wildlife photographers. They've had brand ambassadors. Most of them were wildlife photographers. I'm saying wildlife photographers in every sentence. Help me. Okay, going back to the build I mentioned earlier, it is over an ounce. To be more specific here, it is 25% smaller than the OM1 Mark II. I see there's no battery grip yet for the OM3, but I'm sure somebody in China, third-party company, is already working on it. You know how fast people are there. Okay, what? Is this real? JPEGs only. Wait, no, sorry, false alert. The blogger here said it's so good you don't even need to shoot in RAW. So it does shoot JPEG in RAW, but the JPEG's so clean out the camera, you don't even need to do much editing. You don't need to touch the RAW, which means you can save a lot more space when you're shooting. Probably battery life as well. Okay, not to me, but I know a lot of other people who like the Pen F. They love the color profiles. Of course, Fujifilm caught on with that, so it's really not much difference if you compare the two companies. use. It's just a matter of preference. When I was shooting with the Pen F, I did enjoy the high contrast black and white. I think that's where, or what profile, color profile was the best on that camera. I mean, it just helps to keep things fun. You know, if you're kind of in a photography rut or you're feeling stagnant with your shooting, switching color profiles may enhance your experience, you know, spice things up in the bed or something. So I'm fine with it. I'm probably not going to really use it unless I'm super duper ooper bored. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into the video and all the shutter speed capabilities and all that, because I'm sure there'll be 100 other videos that talk into details and the nerdy dirty things like that. Okay, after reading some of these blogs and looking at the specifications and just really staring at that retro body, I mean, it's basically like if a Pen F and an OM1 Mark II camera had a baby, it'd be the OM3 basically. You know, retro exterior and high-tech modern system gut. I mean, yeah, that's basically what it is. And I think this is a smart move by Olympus, and really kind of like their only move, being that they're micro four thirds and that they lost a lot of market share to Fujifilm, Ricoh, and who knows who else. They have a unique opportunity to capture the audiences that grew up with the 1970s era SLR film cameras, but don't want to go back shooting film and want to stick with digital. I could see this being very popular very soon. Due to not using any of the Olympus cameras since 2020, this is quite an upgrade for me. But if you've been keeping up with micro four third cameras, this news probably doesn't make you excited enough in the pants, but you gotta admit that camera body is still cool. She's good looking, alright. So should I pre-order one? Shipments don't happen until February 27th, which was alarming to me because Olympus, you gotta capitalize right now. Don't let people like myself linger and keep researching more and more and more and more and then have second guesses and just not make the purchase. Ah, man, this is hard. I mean, the $2,000 price mark is plus an extra battery. I'll probably get 1 or 2 extra batteries plus shipping to Hawaii, taxes. I mean, I'm probably looking at $2,400 for a new camera. The good thing is I'm not gonna buy a new lens or anything. I'm just gonna use the 17mm lens I have here, which is an equivalent to 34mm. My favorite focal length for street photography. But I'm gonna answer this right here, right now. That's the whole purpose of this video, right? Am I gonna purchase this camera? $2,000 plus street photography, and I've said it in the past, you should not break the bank on a camera for street photography. But this one, man, she just looks so good, and all my memories using Olympus, all the travels, all the, oh my gosh, the nostalgia. I've had such great memories with Olympus, and this is tough, man. I think I'm having a panic attack thinking about this. Yeah, and you know what? I've been using the Sony a7S III the past 7 months, hoping to save a little extra money. It's like dating a girl for 6-7 months. You're still with her and it just doesn't feel right. Just end it already. You know, it's not fair to her, it's not fair to you. I'm talking to you right now, Sony a7S, as you're recording me. You're good at what you do, but street photography, we don't see eye to eye for some reason. You too bulky on that hand for street photography. I don't know if I can stomach you any longer. So with that being said, I am going to welcome the Olympus OM3 to the family. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it. I'll figure something out. I don't know if I feel relieved or chest is getting tight saying that out loud, but holy crap, should I take my words back? Screw it. Yes, you heard it. I am getting the Olympus OM3 right now, right here, and I'll see that baby arrive at the end of the month. And I think y'all should too consider it. Give the Micro Four Third baby a chance. I swear by it, there is nothing like an Olympus camera for street photography. If you don't believe me, go rent one for yourself. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Oh, I'm excited, yes!
Alright, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And you know that notification bell? Hit that, and every time I post new content or video, you'll be notified. Until next time, keep shooting, stay safe.